In this video, you are going to know how to find the principal value of an angle in case of radians, in case the measurement is given in radians. For example, here is alpha that's equal to 49 pi over 8. First of all, you have to know when to search for a principal value and when to consider itself a principal value. Okay? First of all, you look at the numerator. You notice that the numerator is so much greater than the denominator. And as you know, that the principal value of an angle should be in the interval minus 180 and 180 degrees, which is minus pi and pi as well. Then, for this value to be a principal value, the numerator should be less than or equal to the denominator, since 8 pi over 8 represents 1 pi. So whenever you have that the numerator is greater than the denominator, then you need to find a principal value. Now, how to find that principal value? So let's see here. Our aim is to decompose this value, 49 pi over 8, into an even number multiplied by pi, and the rest will be the principal value. Where did this even value multiplied, where did 6 pi come from? Let's see here. First of all, we have to bound this numerator, which is 49, between two numbers just less than 49 and just greater than 49, but these numbers should be the nearest multiples of 8. Why 8? Because the denominator, as you see here, is 8. So again, I repeat, we put 49 in the middle, we bound it by two numbers that are multiples of the denominator and that are the nearest to 49. So just the number less than 49 and the number greater than 49 that are multiples of 8. Now we divide them by 8 because, as you see, the denominator is 8 surely. And one of them will give an even number, the other will definitely give an odd number. So all what we care about is that giving the even number. So 48 divided by 8 gives 6, which is even. Then I have to write 49 pi over 8 as 48 pi over 8. So I choose 48 and I write it multiplied by pi and over 8. And what remains to have 49 pi over 8? We just need 1 pi over 8, as you see here. So 48 pi over 8 plus 1 pi over 8 gives 49 pi over 8 again. Now 48 pi over 8 is indeed 6 pi, which is an even number multiplied by pi, and we told you before that this even number multiplied by pi means, for example here it's 6 pi means 3 complete terms, then I go back to 0, so it's like corresponding to 0, and what remains is only pi over 8. And pi over 8 is then called the principal value of this angle alpha. Now let's take another example. Example 2, alpha equals to minus 38 pi over 5. Regardless of the minus sign, we take 38 pi over 5 again. We have to bound 38. We look at the numerator, which is so much greater than the denominator. So we have to find a principal value. So we take the numerator, which is 38, and we bound it between a number less than it and a number greater than it that are the nearest multiples of 5. So the nearest multiples of 5 to 38 are 35 and 40. Now we have to divide by 5 according to the denominator. 35 by 5 is 7, 40 by 5 is 8, which is even, and I told you that we care about the number giving an even result. So 38 pi over 5 is going to be written as 40 pi over 5. We take this number and we make it like this form here by pi, and we divide by 5. Then what does 38 pi over 5 have to do with 40 pi over 5? We have to subtract 2 pi over 5 to get this result. Now 2 pi over 5 is now the principal value. So 40 pi over 5 will be 8 pi, and as you know, whenever an even number multiplied by pi, it's like going to 0. Then what remains is the principal value. But stop a little here. We have minus from the beginning. That's why, and we take this without a minus, that's why the final answer will be multiplying this by minus, this minus, and thus the principal value is not minus 2 pi over 5, it's 2 pi over 5 indeed. So notice that 2 is less than 5, then surely the numerator is less than the denominator, and this is the real principal value of this angle alpha. And if you are going to make sure, all what you have to do is to replace pi by 180 to know the measurement of this angle in degrees, and to make sure that it is less than 180. There is another way to find the principal value of angles in case you don't want to change and to use this method. All what you have to do is just to replace pi by 180 and to find the angle in degrees, and by this way you can go back to the previous ideas in the previous video to divide by 360 to round, and then to find the principal value as you learned before.